Hello and welcome back to the Colorado Rockies franchise. Last time we took on the Padres and Pirates in a couple of series. We also called up our number 3 prospect in Michael Talia. So if you haven't seen that, you should check that out. And here is Michael Talia off to a fast start. Already has 3 home runs and 23 at-bats and over 1,000 OPS. He does need to cut down the strikeouts just a little bit, but he's still off to a fast start. One guy who's not been good this year, German Marquez. Struggling very much. 7.5 ERA and a 2 whip essentially. Our supposed ace definitely needs to start turning things around. His FIP is somehow better this year than last, but it doesn't really matter when your ERA is at 7.5. He's got 1 year left on his contract. Definitely needs to start pitching better though if he wants to earn a big payday in his next one. Taking on the Nationals in a pretty big series, at least down the line it could be big, for wild card aspirations for both these teams. Calls Correa with 2 outs in the inning. He's going to ground this up the middle, so we got a 2-out base hit. See if that ends up mattering at all. The guy who came over with him from the Astros, Gurriel, up. In a full count, Correa off on the pitch. Gurriel lines it to the left center gap, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Correa going to come around pretty easily, and it's an RBI double from Gurriel. Now we got Colton Welker up. In a 1-1 count, he grounds this through the right side, but they're going to hold up Correa at third base. So now we got runners at the corners for Ryan McMahon. He's going to ground this right to Trey Turner. And he's going to be the third out. But at least we got 1 run, considering this all happened with 2 outs. So now Marquez facing the top of the Nationals lineup here in the bottom of the first. Gets Villar to fly out to right field where we got Irvin playing out there today. Makes a nice routine play. Victor Robles, the National center fielder, he's got a full count, and he swings and misses at the slider. At the knees, a nice pitch there from Marquez. Now he's facing Juan Soto. Very dangerous hitter here, and he's going to pop this into center field where we got 3 fielders converging, and it's going to be a heck of a play from Correa. The big framed shortstop robs Soto of a bloop single. So we move to the bottom of the second, where Trey Turner is getting a leadoff walk, and that is one guy you definitely don't want to walk. He's going to steal second, and he's going to do just that here. So now they got a runner in scoring position, but they have 2 outs. And it's Luis Garcia up. Garcia, he's grounding this up the middle, and you got no shot at throwing Turner out at the plate. So it's a tie game again, this time at 1. See if Marquez can get out of the inning facing Parra, and he strikes him out with a fastball right down the middle. Let's move to the bottom of the third. He's taking on McKinstry, the former Dodger, and he hits this to right field. Irvin running back at the wall, and he makes the play for a loud out number 1. Now the top of the Nationals order up. Villar, he sends this to right field. Irvin running back at the wall again. He's leaping, and he makes a catch. A heck of a play there on, actually a heck of a couple plays, back-to-back. Nice plays from Irvin out there in right field. And Robles, he's going to hit it right out there again. So all 3 plays here in the third inning from Irvin. Now move to the bottom of the 5th, where McKinstry's up, and he's grounded this down the third baseline on Andujar. Barehanded play. Keep McKinstry off base. Now we're moving to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-1, but Soto, he punches this into left field against the shift. And that's going to be a leadoff double for Juan Soto. So now they got Trey Turner up. Pitch 96 from Marquez. And this is grounded through the right side, slow rolling. And they're going to send Soto home. The throw, the play at the plate, he's safe. The Nationals take the lead 2-1. And that's going to be all for Marquez. They're going to go to a Jeffrey Springs. Try to keep this just to a 1-run lead for the Nationals. And he strikes out Bell with the ball in the dirt. Nice changeup there. Now he's facing Buster Posey. And Posey, he's going to send this to left field. Welker running over. Is this going to stay in play? Yes, it will. Nice play there by Welker for the second out. Now they got Parra up in a 1-2 count. With 2 on, he strikes out looking at the fastball at the knees. Now on the top of the 8th, you can see Iapoce yelling at the umps. Not happy with the strike zone we've had today. See if that ends up mattering at all. We get a ground ball to the right side, diving stop by Turner, but it's an infield single from Charlie Blackmon. In the top of the order with a chance to maybe come back a little bit, Raimel Tapia up in a 3-1 count. He watches ball 4. Bit of trouble for the Nationals. And now we got Carlos Correa stepping up as he's hearing it from the crowd a little bit. And a 2-2 count, a chance to do some damage. And he's going to send this to left field. And that's going to leave. A no-doubt 3-run homer from Correa is going to give the Rockies the lead. Now up 4-2. His 9th on the season, but everybody in the Rockies dugout pumped. The Rockies lead now to see if they can hold on to it. Scott Ober going to come in and try to shut this one down. We're going to move to the 9th inning where it's still 4-2. Ober taking on Buster Posey, and he's going to ground this right to McMahon. Nice, easy first out there. Now Luis Garcia up. He's got a 2-1 count, and he's going to line this to right field. That's going to hit off the wall, and this looks like it'll be a double as Michael Talia, you can see, is out there in right field now. He came in a pinch hit earlier in the game. And staying out there in right field. Now Parra up. He watches ball 4. So now the winning run is up at the plate. So Oberg has pitched himself into a little bit of trouble. McKinstry is going to swing and miss at the fastball in the inside corner for a big out, number 2. So now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. And it's Jonathan Villar. And he swings and misses at the slide of the Rockies. They're going to win this one 4-2, stealing this one, scoring the 3 runs there late in the 8th on that Carlos Correa 3-run homer as he comes through in the clutch. He's slowly climbing, his average climbing back up, almost at 270 now. As Marquez gets the no decision, Sheffield actually would get the win, his 5th on the year, moving to 5-0. Go on to take 2 of 3 from the Nationals, losing game 2 7-8 here. Tapia with 3 hits as he tries to solidify his all-star position. Talia with another 2, and you can see that the opener worked, but the follower Gomber did not. Martinez also gotten shelled, giving up 4 earned runs. Fortunate for him. And this one we went 6-3, a little bit better. Garcia pitched fantastic, going 6 pretty strong innings. And Ober gets to save the 17th of the season for him. We're actually going to be optioning Rodolfo Martinez back down to AAA. It was a short leash, but we got other guys we want to check out. Tyler Kolek, he's getting the call. He fixed his walks, which is the big problem he had in spring training. So we'll see what he has at the majors, I guess. We're going to take on the Brewers and actually watch Ronaldo Lopez get the start here. Another big series against a good opponent. The Brewers actually leading the NL Central, and there he is, Trevor Story. First game he has against the Rockies. So this one not at Coors Field. We'll see him there eventually. But yeah, at the bottom of the second, still a 0-0 game. Lopez gets a fly ball from Story. It's going to be a nice routine play out there for Talia. Let's move to the top of the 4th, where it's still 0-0. And they got Eduardo Rodriguez taking the hill for him. Former Red Sox, they signed him as well. Gets a fly out to Christian Yelich there in foul territory for the first out. And is this going to be another 1-2-3 inning for him? It looks like it will, as Gurriel's going to fly out to right field, where they got Grichuk. So you can see the Brewers making a bunch of moves in the offseason to try to surround Christian Yelich, who's up at the plate, and he sends a solo shot out of here to break this 0-0 tie. Making it 1-0. And there he is, greeting Trevor Story. What a dynamic duo they got there. Now Trevor Story up the plate, and he's going to line this to left field. Racing back, Welker at the wall, and that's out of here. Story has hit a home run against his old team, his 14th of the year. And it's now 2-0 as the Brewers go back-to-back. The dynamic duo does in Yelich and Story. See if Lopez can calm down at all. Maybe continue to pitch in this game, but he's going to walk the next guy here in Keston Hiura. So a bunch of struggles here for Lopez, and he's going to walk Narvaez. Narvaez, the catcher, getting on base, so back-to-back walks after the home runs. He's scared to go in the strike zone, it looks like. And now he's facing Vogelbach, and he walks him, and that's going to be all for Lopez. Just give up 2 solo shots, lost all of his confidence, and then walks the bases loaded. And in steps Tyler Kolek, making his MLB debut. What a situation to be thrown into. A bases loaded, nobody out jam, and he gets a strikeout for his first out against Randall Grichuk, a big one. See if he can get out of this. Now he just needs a ground ball potentially. And it's Corey Ray, and he's going to hit a ground ball right to Gurriel. They get the out at second, and the relay back to first is in time. Kolek steps on the hill and gets 3 outs, and leaves the bases loaded. Now we're in the top of the 5th with 2 outs. It's Miguel Andujar up, and he's going to bloop this into left field. It's down out there in front of Yelich. So we got a 2-out single. Bringing up Ryan McMahon. He's got a full count. He's grounding this. And that's a heck of a stop by Trevor Story. If that gets past him, that might have been a double, beating the shift. Instead, it's a infield single. Now we got Ramos up. And he watches ball 4. So now bases loaded, but 2 outs for the top of the order and Charlie Blackmon. And he's got a 1-2 count. He's going to flip this into left field, hooking, and a just foul. Misses out on a double there at least. Still in the same at bat. He's got a swing and miss at a fastball up and in. We leave the bases loaded. Now we're moving to the top of the 8th. You can see McMahon up at the plate, leading off the inning. He's lining this right at the center fielder for out number 1. Devin Williams has had a heck of a start to his career as a relief pitcher, but now he's facing Wilson Ramos. The veteran catcher watches ball 4 in the dirt. Now we got Charlie Blackmon, the top of the order, up with a runner on base. And Blackmon, he's going to line this to right field. Grichuk racing back at the wall, and that's out of here. That's a 2-run homer from Charlie Blackmon, tying it back up now at 2, his 10th of the season. As he's delivered. We're going to jump to the top of the 9th, where Devin Williams is still out here, and that changeup absolutely destroying Gurriel here. Brewers trying to send it to the bottom of the 9th, still tied, so they got a chance to walk it off. And now he's facing Talia, and he strikes him out. Hard to hit a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and you got to worry about that devastating changeup. Now it's Colton Welker's turn. Can he put the ball in play? Well, he can. And this one's carrying a bit back at the wall. Yelich is going to make the play. So we head to the bottom of the 9th. The Brewers got a chance to walk it off. And they're facing Jeffrey Springs to start. Omar Narvaez, he's grounded. This a diving stop by Gurriel, and he's going to make the play at first. And they're going to make a call to Penny. Yency Almonte coming in to face the righty and Lorenzo Cain, because they called the Cain off the bench to pinch hit. And he's going to ground this up the middle. Correa makes a nice play, though. Throwing across his body for out number 2. Now it's Randall Grichuk's turn. And Grichuk, he's popping this up. And they were shifted pretty big against him, and that gets down. So Grichuk going to get into scoring position with a 2-out double. The winning run in scoring position. Bringing up Corey Ray. And Corey Ray in a 2-2 count. He swings and misses at the fastball. Gets blown by. So we head to extras here. All tied up at 2. It's Miguel Andujar's chance. And he grounds us to the right side, moving the runner over to third base. Nice little bit of small ball there from the Rockies. See if McMahon can drive men, at least with a sac fly. He's going to ground this right at Colton Wong, though. So nothing doing there. So now it's 2 outs, up to Wilson Ramos. Can he deliver? And a 1-2 count. He grounds this through the right side, past the diving first baseman there. It's an RBI single from Wilson Ramos, and he's given the Rockies a 3-2 lead. See if that's enough, or maybe they can add on more. Charlie Blackmon, he swings and misses at a fastball. Up and in. So that 1 run will have to be enough. They're actually going to keep Almonte in the game, facing Alberto Mondesi. And he's going to pop up to short here. Correa makes a nice routine play. Now they're going to the bullpen. Going to Jake Diekman. There's a couple lefties coming up. See if he can get the save and shut it down. Facing Colton Wong in a full count. Colton Wong, he's going to pop this in the right field. This actually continues to carry back at the wall. And it's played well by Talia there. But the runner advances to third base. Let's take another look at that. Talia, mostly known for playing the first base in the minors, played a little bit outfield. Makes a nice play here. Nice route efficiency, at least. Not too bad. Now let's see if Diekman can get Christian Yelich, the Brewers' best hitter, arguably. Well, him and Story, but he's sending it to left field. It's going to be hang up there for Colton Welker. The Rockies are going to steal another one on the road, winning this one 3-2, scoring again in the 8th inning. So Almonte is going to get the win there out of the pen. And yeah, the Rockies continue to be a pest of a team, not going away, keeping the game close, and then taking the lead late and winning. Lopez was not good, obviously, but he got shaken by the couple home runs. But we'll take the win. We go on to sweep the Brewers, taking Game 2 4-3. 4 runs was just enough. A couple hits from Tapia and a couple hits from Correa. And then pitching-wise, Lambert went 6 2/3, pitching fantastic, striking out 7. And Oberg got the save as 18th. Game 3 winning 7-5. Brewers scored a couple late to make it interesting, but wasn't enough. The win to go to Marquez, and Oberg picks up a save, the 19th of the season for him. And that's going to be all for today's episode. You can see we're on a bit of a win streak, playing hot in June. Next time we'll take on the Mariners and Mets, so I'll see you for that. See you next time.